Look at my goat. It's reaching for some apple leaves. Welcome back to Blue Zone Homestead. It is 3rd of June today and we are going to do a June garden tour. Welcome to my garden. Before we walk around and see how amazing the garden looks like in June, I am going to dig up the first new potatoes of the year. Not because it's ready, but because we run out. And I'm going to do fried cheese and chips, or attempting to do fried cheese and chips tonight. The cheese is ready, we're only missing the potatoes. So some of these potatoes now in flower, that means the tubes are now forming and developing. Probably they would need maybe another couple of more weeks, but I just cannot wait. And the other thing, this bed really need to be harvested because the purple sprouting broccoli need to come out and the Brussels sprouts over this area. So we're gonna do a bit of harvesting. I'm also planting out few more flowers and we're gonna look around and see how the garden's doing in June. So if you're interested, you are welcome to my garden, and let's go watch the vlog. Oh, so this is a harvest from this little patch in here. And you know, the white beam first early potato, it's my favorite first early potatoes. And you will see when we go to the kitchen and wash it and slice it, it just looks amazing with all these health benefits. And this is the potato I left in last year. And that would have actually yielded so much more if you would have left it, because that's how they grow out of this potato. Can you see the roots and the baby potato in the end there? So it sends all the roots all around and there is potatoes in the end, and that's what we harvest from this beautiful potato. Let's see what's in here. This is kind of in a way, and this is a volunteer from last year. Well, this is supposed to be a garden tour, but never mind. Ooh, this one is a nice pink one. Ooh, this one is a fancy potato. So that was left there from last year, so this is no good now. But this is the root system what's been developed, and that would have been the potato what would have then grew to this size and even larger. I'm fascinated with potatoes. And this kind of now we just I've just pulled up the oca, because this is an oca bed as well. And this is the little tuber, what is an edible tuber, and we harvest this autumn time. So I'll put this back. Okay, look at this. Dinner is sorted. I can't believe it. Wow. And I absolutely love these colors. Our very first potato harvest of the year of these lovely volunteer potatoes. Okay, let's plant some flowers and see the garden. Right, we are next to the broad beans in the garden, and I weeded this patch really well. I'm so proud of it. Took me hours. It was so overgrown, but now I can see what's in here. So I've got like half a row of gladioli, and I'm gonna be planting another half a row just where the broad bean finishes, strawflowers. And next to the other side of the broad beans, I'm going to plant zinnia, and I think we've got majus, Amy, and maybe one chamomile sticking out there. So these are gonna be what I'm planting annuals. And then over here, all the perennials, what will come back every year. We've sown this from seed this year together, and we've got all sorts in here. So I'm gonna find an area in a garden where we can plant this, and this will come back every year. Well, actually the snapdragon is not a perennial, but if it overwinters, what it did few occasions in here, it'll come back, but not necessarily. But the echinacea will, the marshmallow and the common mallow will, Dahlia will come back. We've got mint, peppermint in here, white yarrow, so yeah, and I think we've got one a strawflower. I can leave it in here actually. So we need to find an area in a garden where I'm gonna plant these as well. I really enjoy growing flowers in my vegetable garden and just around the homestead, and I like to experiment year by year with new flowers, new plants, new varieties. I think it's such a lovely journey to be on. I also think about companion plants loved by insects, especially bees. So, but the strawflower, it's especially interesting for me because that can be left for a lot longer, obviously. So I'm super excited to grow this strawflower. Let's see what that's gonna turn out like. And because we grew all this from seeds, that's again extra special. So I've just finished planting the strawflowers by the gladioli, and now I'm over the other side by the broad beans with some more gladioli and planting out some more plants. Zinnia, I love growing zinnia. They make such a lovely cut flower and it just looks so beautiful in a garden. So I'm planting all the lovely zinnias along here, and dahlias. I've not grown large white dahlia, just showing you that I've not grown from seed. I usually buy dahlia tubers, but last year we had such an amazing display in the garden. I thought I'm gonna have to save some seeds and grow our own dahlia like this year, and that's what we've done in here. Just taking out these garlic. This is not my main crop garlic, but in a way, and it needs harvesting. And as we'll show you in a second, they're actually quite a decent bulbs and had got rust on it as well. So they just really need to be harvested now, to be honest, and I've got so much to harvest. So if I do bit by bit like this, we can take it to the house and use it up in a kitchen. But in here I'm going to plant flowers, just showing the bulbs and the rust. Oh, I think flowers gonna look nice in here. So I've got some dahlia, I think yarrow. We'll go through and we do the garden tour in detail. I've just really wanted to plant out all the flowers now. Common mallow next, just right by the celery and beetroot patch. I'm just putting them out first, spacing them out. I just kind of eyeball it before I'm just putting them in. It's like a flower border. I think it's gonna look pretty, and it's a medicinal herb. Okay, snapdragon next, by the cauliflower. Those just behind me, or where my head is, the two snapdragon, pink and white yellow. They came back from last year, so they're so beautiful. So I thought I can make that missing row as a whole. So I'm just planting snapdragon all along. I'm not sure what color they're gonna be like. I think it's so cool. I'm just taking the poached tag plants out. They now finished flowering and they reseed so well that I don't really want them to come back next year in this area in the garden. Okay, and we're just finishing up with a few more plants and all the flowers are planted. All the job's done and we are ready to look around the garden. I'm gonna talk what's behind me and I'll show you closer. So in this tunnel, this is the bean tunnel, bean arch. I've got quite a few different varieties of beans growing in there. I've got runner beans, butter beans, climbing beans. What else we've got in there? Dwarf French beans. And I've just harvested some garlic and put some flowers in there. Also, we've got sweet peas, onions, garlic on the other side. We're going to have a look. And this side, actually I can just see the mullein is opened. Absolutely love growing flowers in my vegetable garden. The insect love it, I love it. It gives me so much happiness. You know, I'm constantly sniffing. It's just, I don't know, it's just, this feeling is just fulfills me so much. This life, when I see the insect on it, and I don't know, it's just wonderful feeling. It works, so I'm keep doing it. Behind us this way we've got the secondary potatoes with some volunteers. We've got Charlotte and we've got some white rabi, and over there we're gonna get some better view in a minute. So let me show you around. This must be one of my favorite vlogs to shoot, the garden tours, honestly, especially this time of the year when all the hard work is now paying off. I cannot wait every single morning, just come out and looking around what's happened overnight. So we've got a few gladioli and nasturtium growing outside of this raised bed, tunnel raised bed. I've got rust now, quite a bad infection of my garlic, so we're going to have a garlic harvest very soon. I mean, these bulbs are huge, so I know we're gonna have amazing garlic this year. But yeah, they are now really bad. We need to come up. Over here, look how beautiful it is. We've just planted some of these flowers. So I wasn't about this snapdragon, but it's not perennial, but this one was overwintered and is coming back. Look how beautiful it is. Isn't it gorgeous? This from this yellow to this beigey white and that vibrant pink, and I've just put those baby ones next to it and all along here. So I've sown this year from seeds from the garden from last year. We've got two tunnels here, one with cauliflower doing really well, and over there some cabbage. I'll show you closer in a second when we go around that way. So over here I've just planted a row of zinnia along with the celery, leek and beetroot bed. So it's looking fantastic. Chocolate mint is doing okay. I've lost counting now. Is it the third or the fourth time we sowed this carrot seed? And honestly, there's loads of things popping up, but I'm not sure if they are actually the right things. You just have to wait and see. So that's the bean arch. Inside, so again we've just planted some dahlia and white yarrow in here. and some echinacea. But in the middle section, the runner beans are doing fantastic. They are very close to reach the top of the tunnel actually. We've planted these out now a few weeks ago. I've also put some butter beans coming up, but it's constantly being eaten. Can you see? So the slugs or birds. But whatever is it in here now, I can see we're gonna have a good bean harvest. And I've still got some in storage from last year, so we're good. But these are the dwarf French beans. These and the big large leaves, this is butter beans. These are the climbing beans. I think it's cobra, it's got black bean inside. And we've got some sweet peas. I cannot wait these to have some flowers. This big bunch in here, it's tansy. And over here is my herb garden. It's looking fantastic. Got so much in here. Oregano, mint, fennel, bronze fennel, garlic, mullein, thyme, sage, all sorts. But the bees absolutely gonna love this now. So the mullein is opening. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite flowers to grow. While we're here, let's have a look what's going on in the brassica cage. The red hot poker is now going over. The bees loved it. You can see some honeybee on it now. Alright, welcome to the brassica cage. What a drama we had the past few months, but something is happening. So the pak choi is now going to seed, so it's gonna be probably a chicken or goat food. We still got some can harvest. Kale is doing really good. This is a cauliflower. It's doing amazing. Coriander, more red Russian kale. We are going to harvest this potato very soon, so that gives the room the red cabbage and the cauliflowers in here to grow. Yeah, I'm very happy. Wow, we actually have got a kohlrabi to harvest. Fantastic. So all this is two different varieties of cauliflower. No, kohlrabi. Greyhound cabbages, getting on nicely. And we've got one cauliflower swarm in here, I've noticed. So that's a good news. Can you see the little baby cauliflower in there? Can't wait. This is the second tunnel behind us. And we've got garlic and two different varieties of elephant garlic growing in here. That's where we've just harvested the potato on the other side of the end of this inside raised bed tunnel. And also we've got some beans going in here, oca, courgette. Outside we've got again a couple of rows of onion doing fantastic. I'll show you in a minute closer. And all this side we've got shallots and some overwintered onions, what's gonna bloom, and I'm gonna leave it for the insects. And this side where we just harvested the potatoes again over there, I'll show you in a sec. There is lots of potatoes to harvest, and these are our first early Waitonawa bean potatoes. So let's go have a look a bit closer. Let's start over here. I really like leaving borage again for the insects, and the bees absolutely love it. So they are gonna be in flower very soon. And all these potatoes are now in flower. And over the next few weeks and months, by end of this month, I would love to harvest most of these potatoes. So we can put the purple sprouting broccoli out and Brussels sprouts. Outside of this tunnel, all these onions are overwintered onions from last year, but they are sending these flower shoots up. So the bulbs are, even though it's edible, it won't be much there, but I'm gonna leave it because it just shows such a beautiful display and the insects love it. And half of the bed, I've got one, what I tried to save when I weeded this path, a perennial sweet pea. So there is perennial sweet pea and annual sweet pea. The annual is got this lovely scent, and the perennial, it hasn't got any scent, but it's not, none of them is edible, it's only for display. So these are the shallots. Look how they multiplied now, looking amazing, fantastic in fact. Oh, I think we're gonna have this beautiful perennial lily opening soon. And these are our garlic. I know so many people's having problem with this garlic, but we're gonna go through when we're gonna have the garlic harvest with this witch's broom scenario going on. It's a bit crazy, but most of them are fantastic. So these are my elephant garlic and these are my normal garlic. And behind them on the arch I've put some butter beans, and quite a few. It's actually up now, so we'll see what's happened. Other side we've just we've just planted out not long ago. We've got 2 courgette in here, zucchini, and we've got all along borlotti beans, and this is the oca, but we harvest the tubers under the ground. This is calendula, this is poppy. All these are, what is it called, borage. These are now nearly in flower, and that's where we've just harvested the potato, the pink and yellow. And outside of the tunnel, if I see a flower head like that, I'll take this off because we will harvest these. But this is our beautiful yellow sanshui onion, what we're going to store. So if I see, I'll take this off. I leave these here. Behind us, look at this. Amazing snapdragon again. This overwintered for me. And it's got the most beautiful pink color. I'm sure that would make actually an amazing cut flower. Catnip. Catnip is now, look at this beautiful flower, what the catnip has. Cats love it, it's got a very strong smell. Borage in here, and again. My lupin fallen over and this big, the bad weather, rainfall we had a week ago or so. So it's fallen over to my Vietnam first early potatoes. But I'm just gonna leave it now. And they're going to seed. So as soon this dries and goes to seed, we're gonna harvest some. And we're gonna grow next year. All those are new shoots. The new ones still coming. So I don't know what to do, but they are just too large. I don't know. Potatoes are looking leggy, but looking fantastic. So that's where we had those lovely tulips. And now the gladiolus come in. So they'll show display through the summer for us. And it's beautiful cut flower. That's another catnip in flower. This is a medicinal herb actually. Oh, this is a snapdragon as well. I wonder what color this is gonna be. Iris is now gone over onto seed. I've got shallots all along here as well, doing really, really nice. And this leads us to our flower bed, what we've just done. This is lemon balm, sorrel, oregano, dahlia, foxglove, bumblebees love it, and a lovely row of, half a row of gladioli, and the other half of the strawflower, what we've just planted. This covered bit is the peas. We actually now got quite a few peas, but honestly, I'll have to cover it like that because the pigeons eat it. But they are looking all right. Have a little peek there, look. So, broad beans are looking fantastic. Oh, actually, these are now ready to harvest. Some of them are ready to harvest, but I think I'm gonna wait a bit longer. But we've got 2 rows of beautiful broad beans, full of beans. Very good harvest. No sign of black flies yet, so that's good. Wow. We need to think of recipes very soon to use up these lovely broad beans. And again, here we've just planted zinnia and the majus Amy, and we've got 2 rows of lovely gladiolis in here and a volunteer potato. And we're moving along. We've got our second early Charlotte potatoes and a few volunteer of white noir bean. Foxglove over there. This is the bean tunnel, what we've just done. The rose doing so well this year. Oh, I've got a rose by the gate. It must have hundreds on it. Oh wow, I've already been using it as a cut flower and take it to the house and kitchen within a couple of hours, especially overnight. It smells fantastic. Foxglove popping up everywhere. And this is the cabbage tunnel. It's gonna be a bit high up, so I'm not sure if it's going to seed now. I'm not liking it if it goes that much up. Oh, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But all around it's perennial sweet peas growing, and all along here as well. These beautiful eating apples. Look at them. Wow, it's gonna be a fantastic apple year again. The fruit cage, it's insane. I'll show you in a second. Just let's finish off this side of the garden. Now we only got this corner and we've done. So this is last year's parsnip going to seed. So we're gonna harvest some so we can sow. Actually, it's fallen over, look. I'm gonna harvest some to sow next year. That's chamomile. Needs harvesting. I left it so we can harvest some. Calendula. And we've got 2 varieties of peas. That looks like a mallow. Perennial. We've planted this last year and look how beautifully came back this year. Few volunteer potatoes in the sweet corn patch. But mainly we've got the incredible F1 sweet corn in here. And we've got the glass gem popcorn, those taller ones. We are still having such a cool evenings for June. I mean, tomorrow night it's gonna be, so when my phone shows 6, it's usually 2 to 3 degrees lower here, so it's insanely cold. So things like, you know, corn, squash, courgette, beans will struggle. But we've got jumbo pink banana, 2 winter squash in here, along with all this sweet corn, catnip, and we've got 2 butternut squash plant over here. So this is the garden in June. I am honestly over the moon with it. Okay, let's check this raised beds and the fruit cage. And look how nicely it's getting on, and bumblebees love it. Love these beautiful Bloody Mary. Gorgeous nasturtium. How pretty. Oh, we've got echinacea, rosemary, hyssop, chamomile, majus Amy, verbena, peppermint growing here. And I've just spotted quite a few raspberries are now ready. I just need to find a way to harvest it, to be honest. To go and get in and harvest it. It's the problem. Because it's a jungle. But what I've never seen the loganberry producing this much fruit. So I'm gonna have to share the one what grew outside the fruit cage, share with the birds. But can you see these millions of loganberries on it? I mean, look at it. Look at this. Can you see through this door? Gate mesh. Oh wow. I love it. But yeah, it's a bit overgrown, is it? Just a little bit. So it is what it is. Right. Attention. This bed needs attention, so needs weeding, harvesting the garlic. I've just seen a bumblebee loads of bumblebees going in and out of these foxgloves. They love it. Mullein is out in flower. Fantastic. I've got some mallow in here. Oh wow, it's already in flower. How wonderful. I love it. Okay, so I just need to make this bed look prettier. This is an echinacea. This is my 3rd year now coming back for the echinacea here. Horseradish. You know, the horseradish leaves are edible. You can use it to wrap food in it. But actually I'm just thinking we just need to harvest some horseradish and make something. Lemon balm. Calming effect, you know. I love lemon balm tea. The rhubarb in the middle now, probably it's buried within the horseradish. I was just gonna show you this baby bumblebee. It was so cute. Although still few about, but I think now we're coming to the end of the asparagus harvest for this year, and this bed needs weeding as well. But they sending up all these lovely shoots when they finish in, so they get the energy for next year. This is my new raised bed. What I'm attempting to grow carrot and parsnip in here, but it's nothing happening. 2 or 3 times I've sown and it's just the slugs just demolishing constantly. But what is doing well? The beetroot. You already got some baby beetroot here. So that's good news. That's very good news. And the 2 strawberry beds. We're gonna have some strawberry harvest. They are very, very tiny now. Can you see? Looks more like a wild strawberry because it's so crowded. So I moved some from here, from that middle to here, so these are looking better and they're gonna have a better harvest in here, I think. So I've just covered it with this mesh a couple of days ago. Look what I've just spotted. Oh no, something already been here before me. Oh no! Let's try it anyway. Let's try the other side. So sweet. This is fantastic. Let's see if you can find some more. Is there any more? There is. Oh, this has been eaten as well. I'm gonna have it anyway. Delish. Right. I think I'm gonna have a good look in a minute. See if I can find some more. But yeah, I think the berries are starting to come in slowly. So the next couple of months is gonna be all about the berries, strawberries, raspberries, loganberries, blueberries. Let's just have a look at the blueberries. Blackberries. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some blueberries as well. Yeah, lovely. That's really good. So I think I've showed you around. I think I've showed you everything. I'm gonna do another vlog to show you the polytunnel and the greenhouses because so much to show there as well. But I think we're going to wrap it up now. So, wow, I'll just love looking back like that in my garden. I'm gonna go to the kitchen now, wash those potatoes, make some chips and have fried cheese and chips for dinner. I've made some delicious homemade mayonnaise with it. I'm just looking over there actually for the elderflower that needs harvesting and making elderflower cordial as well the next few days. But yeah, I'm really happy. Few more things to plant out. We're 99% on track, so that's amazing. Well, thank you so much spending time with me today and see you very soon. Bye friends!